Alright you guys, today is a very special day. Today we're getting access to the beta for Marvel Realm of Champions. I had to change some settings around on my iPad because the game is not yet out in the US. But we got our hands on it, and yeah, I'm just going to show you what it's all about. So this is the very beginning of the game. This is all the footage that you're getting here. If you want to go back and read it all, you can. But basically what's happening is the Watcher is talking to me, the Summoner, and he's throwing me into the battle world as an Iron Legionnaire, and we're just gonna mess around. He's gonna show us the ropes. Now here's pretty cool. We get to see that map of the battle world. Right here we're starting in the Iron Man area. You can see all that kind of tech over there, and it's surrounded by the other different factions, all the other houses. But yeah, we're going in. We're talking to Mr. Stark Prime over there. He just thinks we're just a regular Iron Legionnaire, but really we're the Summoner. So we're going in here to the suit diagnostics program, where he's just going to show us the ropes. Now that is an ISO core that we have to defend here. If you saw in the beginning there, on the left, there's a little joystick that I was moving around. That's going to be your main way to move around the maps in the game. And I believe in the PvE content, these are your main enemies. The little symbiote looking things, kind of like Steve, you know, my little symbiote. But yeah, those are the main enemies that we fight here in this tutorial. Just moving around here to that flag. Now here, just by tapping on the right half of the screen, you will check out light attacks. Pretty basic, just like contest. And here I end up holding it down to do a heavy attack. It's telling you there. It's pretty cool because you get to cleave through all the bad guys with one powerful laser blast. There's a bulky symbiote. He's got got a little mohawk there. And look at that, he's attacking us. So it's going to teach us how to use our evasion boosters. Now, just like in contests, you have to swipe to evade. And here you can just swipe in any direction and your character will move that way. Which is pretty cool. I'm just going to kind of strafe around this guy and chuck some lasers at him, and that'll finish him off real quick. So yeah, this is kind of a good feel for the game. It's just showing you all the controls here. Now there's our first ability there. We get little boosters which will elevate us off the ground. We can go over all this terrain here. And there we go. Now it is spawning a couple waves of enemies here. We can use all of the things we've learned so far. I'm gonna throw a heavy attack at both of those guys at once. Boom. Dodge that laser there. And I'm just gonna blast him. Threw a heavy attack there, but no one was around to catch it. Now it automatically targets you to the nearest enemy. It puts that little red circle around him, so you don't have to aim there. But the special attacks, you can tap them to just launch them at the nearest enemy, or you can hold it down and it'll let you aim it, which is pretty cool. There we go, victory. Easy peasy. We're finishing off that that training mode there. And here it gives us a piece of armor. We got a newbie helm. There's Stark Prime telling us to put our armor on. Now here we get to look at the inventory for each character. On the right you can see there's 6 different pieces of armor that we can equip. Looks like a helmet, a chest plate, maybe a power core or something, because it's Iron Man. And we get the pants, boots, the weapons. And now here's the second map for the training mode. Now again, the goal here is to protect the ISO core from these waves of adaptoids. Now we're just gonna blast these guys down here. That guy goes down real quick, but a bunch more spawn in. We're just gonna take them out. Make sure they don't do too much damage to our ISO core there. When I walk away from it, you can see there's a little indicator of where it is, and I assume that ring around it's its health. Not too sure on that yet, but yeah, dash over here, get out of that guy's way. Gonna blast him down. Blast this guy down. If you saw that real quick over there, that was the health potions that you get. And they look exactly like the revives from conquest, which is pretty fun. Now there I use my my second special. Blast them all with that AoE ability. And yeah, that dude just walked right past me, hitting my ISO core. Here I'm just moving around, getting used to the controls here, but I just realized they're all beating up my thingamajig. Taking them out. And boom. Now we're on to the final wave here. All these guys running around trying to kill my thing. Yeah, look at that. Got a revive. But here it just gives you health points. So as my health bar drops, I'll pick those up and heal back to full. And there's the match. There I am with my new helmet there. And here we're getting some ISO and gold for rewards. And as you can see, we've just unlocked Arena Conquest, which is the PvP mode for the game. And I'm gonna show you guys some of that. I teamed up with a couple buddies from Contest, and we went through a bunch of fights. It's kind of rough at first, but we figured it out in the end. Got a rhythm going, but yeah, that game mode is a ton of fun. But for now, we're just gonna keep going here with this intro. Now it's more dialogue here with the Watcher. Again, you can go back and read that all if you want. But basically, he's explaining to us what's happened. He's transported us to a world unlike any other, which is the battle world there. We get all this super cool art. This was in the first trailer, actually. But yeah, he's going over the story. There's Maestro, who kind of united all of the houses in the battle world, but he died. And I guess the whole story of this game is to find who killed Maestro and why, and to potentially become a new leader to kind of rule over the battle world and reunite all the houses. And that's where we come in. The fate of the battle world depends on a single question: who killed Maestro? So yeah, that is the basics of the game. Here it's shown us how to get into the versus mode, this arena conquest, excuse me. And yeah, it's gonna give us a brief intro on how this game mode works. This one's just kind of AI versus AI. You're on a team with 2 different AIs, and we have to defeat the enemy Modoc looking thing. It's called a Modop with a P. Maybe that stands for mechanized organism designed only for projecting or something, because it's gonna be a projection of your house leader. Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into this arena. It's called the Colosseum, which is hilarious. I love that name. But yeah, it looks like today we're in the Hulk arena. So yeah, there's Stark Prime being projected there on that Modop, and over there is Scar. So the goal of this game mode is to defend your Modop and defeat the enemy one. There's a point in the center that you have to stand on to become supercharged. Once you're supercharged, it will allow you to get closer to the Modop and you can actually kill him. Because normally if you get close to him, he'll just beat you up and then blast you away. So yeah, I just gotta take out this Hulk over here. Gonna run over there, dash to get him closer. I'm just gonna beat the crap out of this guy. He's actually hitting me with a hammer and doing a ton of damage, so gonna get the heck out of there. Shoot him in the back a couple times, and there we go. Capture the points. Now it's time to attack the enemy Baron. See, the Modop is all stunned on the ground there. We're just gonna roll over, beat him up for a second, do a couple light attacks, throw some heavies, keep going, and he'll stand back up and push me away. So that's the basics of it. It'll typically be 3v3, so here it spawns in 2 more guys. And if you look closely over there, it looks like one of them was actually a Red Hulk, which is pretty sweet. So I'm guessing that's one of the customization options we'll get. Yeah, that guy in the back there, the Red Hulk. But they've all got this kind of like sort of steampunky looking kind of rustic armor. But yeah, me and these other 2 Iron Mans made short work of those guys. I'm gonna dash over and punch their Modop a bit. Pushes us back. There they go. Drop some more airway attacks. Throw some heavies in there. Another special. And then once we get these guys down, we can capture that point again and go to town on the Modop. And that does it. Enemy Modop has been defeated. Just a little explosion there, and then we've got us all posing here at the victory screen. Now here's our battle rating, which we get for winning versus matches. I guess that's going to be your rank in this game, at least in the competitive mode. Here I'm going to choose my name, and I'm just going to go with Panda, keep it short and sweet, confirm that, and yeah, that'll bring us back to this menu here. If you look in the top right, there's a free crystal here. I'm going to claim that, and one thing I noticed right away is the crystal automatically opens. There's no crystal stash that you can hoard. You can't just have all these crystals waiting to be opened when you need them, which is a little unfortunate. It's nice in contest because you can just leave them there all the time. Don't have to pop them open until you need the resources. But yeah, here we got global again. Gonna say hello to everybody in there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this preview. Overall, really happy with the game so far. It's been pretty fun to just check it out. But yeah, man, that's Marvel Realm of Champions for you. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos coming to the channel about Marvel Realm of Champions. Got a couple lined up already. And yeah, thanks for watching.